Hi there, this is Alana Terry, and I am with Kathleen Sweeney from BookBrush. How's it going?
Oh, it's great. How about you?
Really good. Can you tell us? I'm sure most people have at least heard of BookBrush, but for anybody who hasn't, can you tell us just a quick version of what you do?
Sure, I would love to. So, BookBrush is a platform that we built specifically for authors to be able to create your own eye catching marketing images, social media graphics, and then we've added a lot more fun and interesting things along the way. So, we have book trailers and a cover creator and those mock up images that everybody loves. Basically, a lot of great things for authors in one marketing toolbox.
Yeah. When people ask me, I like to call it like Canva for authors because most people are familiar with using Canva for promo images and you can size it for different formats. And what I love is BookBrush has all of those features, but it's specific for authors. So you can get, 3D covers of your books and things like that. It's great.
Yep, I think that's a perfect example. So it has all the things you really need and not all the extra design tools. So, there are a lot of nice design tools out there, but this one is specifically for authors. So it's got just the things that you need.
Yeah. So today we wanted to chat because BookBrush has added some Vella components. So for people who don't know, Vella is Kindle's new serialized fiction option, and their covers are totally different than a typical ebook cover. And so Kathleen is going to walk us through how to make a Vella cover in BookBrush.
All right. Well, let me share my screen. That's probably better to look at anyway. And then we'll take it away.
Yeah. One thing I think is really, really convenient about the Vella covers is you don't need text. And so for anybody who's like me and feels kind of graphically, if not just, I don't feel graphically challenged, I'm just not graphically interested. So it makes it really, really easy. So yeah, go ahead and show us what we can do, Kathleen, just to make a quick, simple Vella cover.
All right. So where you'll want to do this would be in the cover creator, and you can link to that here in the center where it says cover creator, or typically my favorite way to do it is in this top stripe where it says tools. You can go down to cover creator. And just a little blurb about our cover creator. You'll see on the left, you can create ebook, print, or audio. So for Vella, that one's going to live in the ebook area. So we'll click on ebook, and you can see the preset sizes are Kindle, Kobo, Wattpad, and here's Vella down at the bottom. And so it's interesting. The things that are different about Vella and that feel funny are that, there's no text, so that's different. And they're asking for it to be a square that you submit that's 1600 by 1600 pixels, I believe, but yet they are going to show it as a circle. So you're needing to make sure that you create something in a square version to send to them or to upload that actually the important parts are in that circle. And so you can create it from scratch, which I will show you, but we also think that it's nice to use the community templates that we put together. So it gives you a nice starting point. So I'm going to start there where you can find community templates. So over on the left, you'll see templates, and you can filter on the left in here by type, and you'll see the ebook, print, audio, and Kindle Vella. So when you click that, it's highlighted and you can see the different square options over here. And there are a bunch. So, and we're adding more each month, but you can click at the bottom and it will access even more of these. And the nice part is these are just a starting point. So you can easily edit anything that you see in here, but yet it gives you just a good basis. So let's go ahead and try one. I'm feeling Christmassy today. We'll pick the holiday theme. And it's very hot in Illinois, but we'll pick a Christmas theme here. Okay. So it's going to pop into the workspace, and there is a dotted circle that's basically what's going to appear in the Vella window when they upload it, when they advertise, and if you do any marketing images, that's what we'll show here. But they are asking for this 1600 by 1600 pixel image. So this is going to pull up. You can change anything about it that you want to with the editing tools. So I'll show you how to do that. You can either double click on the background or single click. And in this top gray stripe, you'll see more options. And so if you like the image that's there, and I do like this one, you can do some little changes. Like, for example, you could do a color. We'll choose a different color. And then I'm just going to adjust the transparency. So you could take this same image And as you click through different colors, you can kind of give it either a warmer, maybe more mysterious, different kinds of look and feel that might suit you and your story. So it's going to be a story image. So you could also click add gradient, and you could have one be much darker. And then when you do that, you can just adjust the transparency so you can see how you like that change in there, and personalize it however you like. You could also do a blur. So if you want a little bit of a blur, you can do that. And then the overlays and filters are in here. And these are really, I think, a hidden gem. The overlays go on top. And if you click overlay here, you'll see all these fun different options in here. I'm going to pick a crazy one so you can really see how it would look. When you put this in, then you can adjust the transparency. So it can be super intense or super subtle in the background. So those are the overlays. And you can remove it with this X here. And then the filters are just like, you know, if you post to Instagram, you can click on here. So if you're really going for like this moon, or there's a black and white option, if that suits your story, then you could add that kind of thing too. So you can change it like that. As far as additional personalizing, I want to show you a couple things under images. So I'm not sure if you've even explored these, but I'll show you these. So when you go in images, there are all these community options, which means those are for everybody. And there are some neat options under effects. So if you click under effects, if this kind of sparkle, let's see, did it click in here? There it goes. I believe I added more than one. I was happy clicking. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do is double click and just use the slider on the left to resize this. And on the right-hand side in the lower area, there's what I call the eye icon, like an eyeball. And so you can see what's inside and outside that area and shift things around. But it gives you a way to add just a little bit different sparkle and change to it. And you're always editing. So you could come back in here and say, you know, I think I'm going to take the filter off. I liked that. When you can move these things around and really personalize it. So that is how you can use the community template to bring it in here and then personalize it a little bit. And you don't have to worry about text, so it won't take you very long.
Yeah, I love that site. Is there a way, like, let's say I look in community templates and I don't see quite what I'm looking for. Can I use some of the BookBrush stock images?
Absolutely. We'll do one from scratch too. So we can brainstorm an idea.
Let me show you. What if I were doing women's lit with a dog? Could you do a Vella with that?
I sure can. Okay. But before we leave here, what I'm going to show you is I would always tell you in this top stripe, save as a project so you can come back and make quick changes if you want to. That way you don't lose your work. And then you could go to download and you'll choose PNG, JPEG, or PDF. And when you click the download, there's a spot to save it right into covers here in BookBrush. So you would open this and save into covers. And then you can also download to your computer. So then you've got it set for the marketing images.
Right there. Awesome.
All right, now let's create yours. I'm going to refresh the browser here. We'll reload. And in this case, instead of using a community template, we can just use the size under ebook. So we'll go to ebook and hop down to the Kindle Vella option. So this gives you the same shape as the community template. It's just blank. Cool. So then let's go to the left to background. In the background step, you can search for millions of free images and those sourced from Pixabay. And there's also an option to upload your own. So if you purchased the photos or whatever stock images from various sites, you can bring them in and create your images that way. But let's see. We'll just start with dog to see what we get.
Aw.
Oh, there's a lot of good choices. Oh, wow. I'm liking this pink one on the top. What do you think?
Let's do it. Yep.
So you'll just click, it's going to pop into the workspace. This is a good time to use that eye icon that I was talking about over here. It's like the eyeball. So you can see, oh, I really don't want to lose out on these cats either. Right. If you need to make it smaller, you could do this. And then for the background, because you need to make sure you cover all the areas, we could click on background and choose the color. And we'll just use the color picker to get it matching. So you can click where there's this little circle and use the eyedropper. And when you bring it over here, it's going to match the exact color code that's in the center. So that's pretty close. There's a little bit of fading
Yeah.
there towards the bottom, but I think you could make that work either by moving up or down.
Mhm.
Or doing a different fade in there, but it's pretty good. Then save as a project. Again, no text, so you're on your way.
Great.
And then download as PNG, JPEG, or a PDF.
Yeah.
Look how quick and easy those are. Yeah, I love it. It's just nice because you need that shape. And once you have the shape, you're good.
Yeah. Have you noticed any trends or like mistakes if you're a Vella author, just kind of tips and tricks for picking the right sort of image?
It's interesting. I've been looking at the different ones that are getting a lot of likes on the Amazon site, and they fill the space really well. So like in this case, I would maybe even take this one and make it larger. This is I'm no professional, but this is what I've been seeing is these look like they have a really big picture because, people are going to look at this little tiny thumbnail.
Right.
And this might be a good time to mention in the lower right corner, you can zoom in and zoom out. So you can zoom out and do that little sanity check to see how it's going to look when a reader sees the tiny thumbnail version.
Oh, right.
And just double check, do you like it? Or do you think, you could zoom back in and resize, maybe everybody was too tiny in that first one. And so again, you can save as a project and download this one into covers. So I think, first of all, it looks like the images are large. And then also just making sure that you've covered all your edges. So if I scoot this down and if I don't have the background color, this looks actually pretty good, but you'll be disappointed when you upload it because it won't be quite the right size. So I would use that eye as just a little sanity check to make sure that you've covered everywhere you want to.
Awesome.
So that would be my other tip.
Yeah,
yes,
no, I love
absolutely.
how quick and easy this is.
All right. Well, now you can get in and create all kinds of quick story images and get yourself set to release, your episodes as soon as you're ready.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.